Knock out some mix and matches, huh? 3/5 to the second power. Well, we'll square each part of it. So we'll have 3 squared over 5 squared. 3 squared is 9, right? 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 5 is 25. Can't simplify that anymore. Shall we move on to the next one? 1 over x to the third power. Remember, we have to give that exponent to both of those. 1 to the third over x to the third. Now 1 to the third, 1 times 1 times 1 is just 1. So our final answer will be 1 over x to the third. Not bad, all right. 2x over y, everything's to the fifth. So 2 to the fifth, x to the fifth, over y to the fifth. That looks like 25, but that's 2 to the fifth. Now we said earlier 2 to the fifth was 32. It's 2 times itself 5 times. So 32 x to the fifth over y to the fifth. All right. 3a over 2b, everything is to the fourth. So 3 to the fourth, a to the fourth, 2 to the fourth, b to the fourth. 3 to the fourth, 3 times 3 is 9. Here's a little tip. If you ever have something to the fourth, you can square it twice. 3 squared is 9, 9 squared is 81. So that's what 3 to the fourth is. So 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So we have 81, a to the fourth, 2 to the fourth, again, square it twice. 2 squared is 4, 4 squared is 16. So over 16, b to the fourth. Sweet. Let's scooch it down and try some more problems. Mr. Plank, get out of the way. All right. 3x to the fourth over 15, we're going to square it. Now, I'd recommend, if you can simplify stuff before you square everything, do that, like 3 over 15. 3 goes into 3 once, and it goes into 15 5 times. So now if we square everything, we have 1 squared, x to the 8th over 5 squared. 1 squared, 1 times 1 is 1, so we have 1 x to the 8th, which is just x to the 8th, over 5 squared. 5 times 5 is 25. All right, 4n over 2n squared. Again, simplify. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 4 2 times. Are there more n's in the numerator or denominator? There's 1 more n in the denominator. So if we clear up all that stuff, inside we'd have 2 over n. Right? Because there's 1 more n down there. So now if we cube everything, it'd be 2 to the third over n to the third. 2 to the third means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So we have 8 over n to the third. Let me scooch down a little bit more. That was too much, but we'll be all right. C to the fifth over c to the ninth, all of that is to the third. Let's simplify. So initially, before we even bring in the third power, there are more c's in the denominator. And if you did 9 minus 5, that'd be 4. So we'd have c to the fourth in the denominator. Now we're cubing everything. So it'll be 1 to the third power over c to the 12th, because we did 4 times 3. 1 to the third, 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And you can't simplify 1 over c to the 12th anymore. All right. All of this stuff is to the 0 power, so it all equals 1. That was fun. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yes. Explain why each expression is not in simplest form. Now, this will probably be easy for some of you guys. 5 to the third, m to the third. Remember, we need to look for 0 exponents and negative exponents, of course, but we could also do 5 to the third. So we could say, we can still do, we can still change 5 to the third